Welcome to MEDICA Nova Wellness Studio. I'm Angelica Maria Koch with your educational videos about how to live optimal health and vibrant well-being as I continue to guide you step by step through an amazing and life-transformative process, empowering you to connect with your body and soul in a completely new way again. Let's continue with the Discovery series of Radical Chakra Healing in the New World with the third chakra called Manipura Part 2. And in order to stay updated with all these ongoing videos, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below. And if you want to explore my online master courses in homeopathy and quantum healing, or if you're interested in a personal health consultation, you can contact me at my website medicanova.net or my email health@medicanova.net. Well, how are you? Did you had a chance to go over the third chakra questionnaire over the last 2 weeks? If so, you will have noticed that especially during the month of April and with all these astrological retrograde movements, the theme of our self-worth and our relationship to our self-limiting love for power versus being and living authentic power is very much addressed right now. On one hand, we see power in the form of escalating war behavior, only to demonstrate, the one seemingly puffed up power. And on the other hand, the true experience and commitment to live a life which is birthed from pure consciousness, mindfulness, and a disinterest in entertaining the mind's activity. A place of spaciousness, empty, no expectation, no judgment, no beginning, no end, always present, and yet so sweet, and an experience in itself. So where are you with all of that? Have you made the decision which road you want to walk on? Have you contemplated what pure power or authentic power truly means to you? So today let's explore the physical symptoms which are affiliated to the third chakra. And as this video is all about the theme of power, the physical symptoms are an expression and a manifestation of your mind-body connection, and therefore portray the frequency of your misuse or abuse of your personal power. So here you will see illnesses like hyperacid stomach, gastrointestinal reflux, stomach or duodenal ulcer, indigestion, food allergies and sensitivities, malabsorption, and the whole gamut of liver, pancreatic and splenic illnesses. So from that list today, let's explore the so common ailment GERD, or gastrointestinal reflux. Now I see it all the time, and rather than pumping yourself up with all these over-the-counter antacids which counteract the effects of the stomach acid, or the proton pump inhibitor, which decreases and releases the acid within the stomach, yet with all the side effects, let's look for a more natural, effective, and more lasting solution. So the common symptoms are characterized by heartburn or burning sensation in the chest, which may travel right up to the throat. Sometimes the pain can be so severe that it even mimics a heart attack. Stomach produces, gastric juices and their acid or enzymes, and we need them for our digestion process. The acid reflux is a medical condition in which there is the backflow of these gastric juices or the acids from the stomach right up to the throat. Too much reflux can cause the stomach acids to burn in the esophagus and can result even in serious complications. Now the esophageal sphincter, it's like a portal or a door, lies at the very junction where the stomach and the esophagus join. Now the sphincter allows food to enter into the stomach, and it prevents the reflux of acidic stomach, and the contents also back up into the throat. Now the result of this malfunctioning sphincter leads us to acid reflux condition. Now GERD, that's the word for it, can be triggered by a number of causes. Now we have hiatal hernia. Never forget pregnancy, I see it so many times. Certain medications, heavy meal, yes. Certain drinks, I would say carbonated drinks and alcohol. Chocolate can cause it even. And spicy foods, smoking, exercise after, straight after a meal, obesity, and for sure stress. It is often worse in the evening when you lie down. And next to the actual label and the diagnosis of GERD, the body can produce a number of other symptoms which are related to this condition. So here we have heartburn, acid regurgitation, which means the food comes up, dysphagia, maybe difficult swallowing, stomach pain, black stools, never forget that, sleep disturbance, of course, because it's painful when you lie down, hoarseness and a sore throat, laryngitis, and probably you have to go to the dentist because your teeth maybe show dental erosion. The general capacity to breathe in a rhythmic and calm way is very much interrupted. And usually you have a sort of pain, a burning pain behind the sternum. So because GERD is commonly thought to be caused by having too much acid in the stomach, today we know that's not true. In fact, that condition is due to a low level of stomach acid. So because GERD is not just a physical symptom, it has a lot to do with mental, emotional imbalances as well. And here homeopathy is a godsend. I know with the previous videos I always talk about the supplements first, but I decided in this video I want to switch it and really want to share with you really effective, great homeopathic remedies first. But to come back to the lesson, I want to remind to you that the third chakra is really about to transform from the self-limiting love of power to being authentic power in order to embrace the next chakra in line, which is our heart. And this is all about love. We are not able to love from a place of really sweet compassion if we are still entertaining the notion of power over the other. Do you see what a potent theme that is right now within our challenging world? So I would like to share with you some awesome and over-the-counter homeopathic remedies which are indicated for GERD. And always remember here, we treat the totality of the person. That means the mental, emotional, and physical symptoms. And therefore, I like to share with you the personality picture of each remedy too, so you can really understand it. So the first remedy is called Nux vomica, and it comes from the strychnine tree or Quaker button. And I very much see this remedy in people who have an issue with power. Here they want to be the best. They're workaholics, high-powered businessmen and women, type A personalities, get angry easily, don't like if somebody is not efficient, as they expect that from themselves and therefore are very impatient. So they're go-getters and they meet the challenge with hook and crook, only to get very exhausted by the end of the day. They're powered out, and so comes the glass of scotch and they go to the restaurant and have the gourmet meal and of course the GERD. So you get the idea that this person lives on excess, right? High lifestyle, food and drink. Now the individual may complain of stomach pains of all types, So we have burning, bloatedness, aching, constipation, nausea, belching, and the feeling of the stomach digest and the acid backing up now to the throat. Now during an acute attack, over-the-counter remedy, Nux Vomica 30. 30 means the potency. I would suggest 1 tablet every 15 to 30 minutes. And then as soon as improvement sets in, stop and back off. Now for general maintenance, maybe you want to go down with the potency called Nux Vomica 12C. And I would say 1 tablet daily, and just take it for months and see. Then back off and see if the body is ready to take over by itself. And if in doubt, always contact me at my email health@medicanova.net or ask your healthcare practitioner. The next remedy is called Arsenicum album 30. Now here we have much more burning going on. So again, the food, with the food is backing up right to the throat, right top to the throat. And again, we have here severe, even watery burning, even yellow diarrhea. Everything is burning. Often the symptoms feel much better while drinking hot drinks, hot milk, hot application, maybe a heat pack. They may be thirsty for small, frequent sips of cold water. But here the mental and emotional state is very much related to anxiety. They worry pretty much about everything and very much about their finances, wealth, and health. They're extremely ordered. So these are the people who have to wash the dishes by the end of the day because they can't stand seeing the dirty dish the next morning sitting in the sink, right? They can only rest when things are in place. And so in Arsenicum album, the theme of power is very much connected to control. So they would really feel much better if they would learn to be more spontaneous or more free-flowing. You see the personality pictures are very different from each other here, and this is important in order to find the most indicated, the most individualized remedy here. Homeopathy is based on the law of likes cures likes, meaning your form of illness needs to match the same frequency as yourself, as you are the person with your individual mental and emotional belief systems, your thoughts, your emotions, as well as your physical symptoms. You want to treat the whole here. So there are many more remedies, of course, and I would like to suggest another remedy called phosphorus. And here the person will complain of heartburn, burning pains. They're a little bit more lower in the abdomen. There can be bloatedness, feeling of fullness accompanied by great thirst for ice cold drinks. But once the cold drinks, gets more warm in the stomach, the symptoms start. So a phosphorus person, although they crave cold drinks, they really get aggravated by these summer cold drinks with ice cubes in. Try to avoid that. So their personality is very mild-mannered, kind. They love people. They love friends. They're really empathic. And to their downfall, when their friends, one of them maybe goes through anxiety, they're so empathic that they take on that anxiety as if it's their own, which is not so good. So here the idea is about creating healthy boundaries and not just be a sponge all the time, because here they give their power away. The next remedy is called pulsatilla. It's also called windflower. And here the person experiences almost a feeling as if there is a hole being burned in the stomach. And there's maybe a lot of flatulence involved here too. They may feel overstuffed, particularly after eating fatty food, and they want to loosen their clothing for relief. This is a great remedy for indigestion during pregnancy. I've seen it many times. And their personality is very sweet, oversensitive, mild as well, but they cry easily. It doesn't matter if it's the child or the adult, they're easily moved to tears, and they also like it. It makes them feel better. They're really dependent people, and they need a lot of reassurance. They're also indecisive a little bit. So they may crave ice creams, fatty food and pastries, of course, which are all worse for them. And again, the lesson here is, the theme of the power here is to dare and to brave to step into your power, right? It's not like VOMICA, which has to back off a little bit because they're in excess. Here, they have to come forth. Another small remedy I would like to share with you here is called CARBO VEGETABILIS. And here the heartburn has a lot to do with burping and belching. And there's a heaviness in the stomach, even the chest. And even simple or plain food would set up that burning pain. The person maybe have an aversion even to meats, to milk and to fats. And a very common characteristic is, particularly in sort of emergency situation, that they desire fresh air, even want to be fanned, by fresh or moving air. And their heartburn creates burning pains, which, interesting enough, goes from the stomach back into the body. So they feel it in their back as well, which is peculiar. And the patient experiences maybe temporary relief for burping, and then it starts all over again. Their personality picture, I don't want to go into it so much here, but it's weak, and they're exhausted, and they lack oxygen, right? They're literally powered out. Of course, there are many more homeopathic remedies here, like China, Calcarea carbonica, Ipecacuana, Aesculus, Staphylos aureus, Ferrometallicum. They're all, it goes endless. But this is not the point here, that in this video, I want you to just focus on over-the-counter first aid remedies and give it a try. Now, I also would like to share with you here the biochemic Schüssler tissue or cell salt. And this is a different kind of homeopathic media, and you can again find it in your health food store. It's called natrium phosphoric, or NatPhos for sure. And here we have sour eructations and a lot of burping as well. This is a superb remedy when you have a hyperacidity throughout the body. So I would say 4 tablets for an adult, 3 times a day. It's a bottle which comes with 500 tablets, so you can't overdose here. They're so low doses, and they just take it for a month, for 6 weeks, and see if it calms down the general acidity within the body. It's like a tonic. But here I also would like to say, in combination with homeopathic remedies, take the supplements which I like to share with you now. It's a must-have, because it's not just about mental, emotional symptoms here. There are tissue changes within your body, and the right supplements will help further to heal. The first one is called Himalayan salt. Now, the heartburn is a sign, as we discovered, of having too little acid in the stomach. So we don't want to quench it, we want to bring out more now. Now, the best way to encourage the body to produce enough stomach acid, or hydrochloric acid in this case, is by consuming a high quality unprocessed sea salt, like Himalayan salt, which is an excellent source of chloride, and that the body needs to produce hydrochloric acid. You can also add, sauerkraut or fermented food here, even cabbage juice, which also stimulates the acid production. Also, eat more unprocessed food. Add a little bit more probiotics in order to create a more balanced bowel flora here. And often people who experience GERD on a chronic level have a low level of betaine. and it's an amino acid, and it has been shown to neutralize the pH level in the blood. So people with indigestion or GERD often show that they need betaine. You get it from foods as well, like, beets, bran, sweet potatoes, turkey, spinach has it, quinoa. But here often I would like to suggest that you get your supplement. My favorite is ginger, and it's really a gastroprotective effect on, suppressing certain bacteria even. So it's a really all-round helpful aid here. I would say make your ginger tea by 2 or 3 fresh slices of ginger and steep them in 2 cups of boiling water. Let it steep maybe for 20 or 30 minutes and then strain it. And I would say 15 minutes before your main meal, start drinking your ginger tea. Because the immune system is usually quite low here, I also suggest vitamin D3. My all-time favorite herb here would be slippery elm. And again, this is a mucilaginous herb, and it has been shown to soothe the stomach, the intestines, the throat, and the mouth. And this herb just calms down the inflammatory process within the body, which of course happens with GERD. So it also has the ability to stimulate the nerve endings in the gastrointestinal tract. And then what happens, it sort of increases the mucus production within the body, which then of course protects the body from the acid, as well as a great herb for ulcers. So slippery elm tea can be purchased in the health food store, comes also in capsules and powder. So you want to maybe do 1 teaspoon, again with boiling water, and let it sit and then strain it off. Again, use it or consume it before your main meal. The next supplement, which is often indicated, it's called L-glutamine. And this is an amino acid, and it has been shown to restore the immune system in general and also promote digestive health. Though this is also indicated for IBS and Crohn's disease, more dire diseases, but in general it's a really good aid for the digestive system. Now here, the point here is that it destroys the bacteria, and you can find it in foods as well, but most of the time here, because the GERD is already far gone, use the supplement. Now with L-glutamine, I want you to drink a lot of water. Why? Because it sucks out the water from your colon and then you get dehydrated. So add the consumption of water. Because the nervous system is involved, there's stress involved, I also like you to add your vitamin B complex. If you have a low level of vitamin B2 and B6, that is an indication that you maybe are prone to gastrointestinal reflux. So do that as well. Now, in an emergency, if you have nothing at home, go for your baking soda and mix it up with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Sodium bicarbonate, again, has the ability to naturally sort of level out the pH level. It's sort of an alkaline balancer, and it reduces the pH blood acidity like the biochemic cell salt, which I just mentioned before, of natrium phosphorica in a homeopathic form. So I would say 1/2 to 1 teaspoon in a sort of 8-ounce glass of water with a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there. Now, yes, it will bubble up and the whole thing comes out of the glass, but it will calm down in a minute. This is really helpful. I would say 3 times a day, but here don't take it on a regular basis because it really affects the balance of your electrolytes within the body. So this is a great emergency helper, and you can maybe stop the GERD right there and then. So I hope that this video has inspired you to really look, for the cause and the real reason why you experience burning in your chest. What is your relationship to your power? What is your relationship you living and being authentic power? Let me know. And I really would like to know how you get on with that. Have you tackled your GERD? Have you maybe reduced your medication or stopped it altogether? I really would like to know. So the next time when we meet, we will go into the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, and it's of course all about love. But in order to go there and to embrace it and really live it, we have to heal the third chakra. So again, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to explore my online master courses in homeopathy and quantum healing, or if you want to subscribe to my free monthly newsletter, check out my website medicanova.net, and you can contact me at my email health@medicanova.net. So till next time, much love.